And here is the finished product. One double bacon sirloin cheeseburger on a carnivore bun. Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in and welcome back to another episode of Carnivore Kitchen. Steven here with Team Fork, and today I'm going to be showing you how to make a double bacon sirloin cheeseburger. Before we actually get started, what exactly are we going to need? Well, first thing we are going to need is a skillet to make our egg white and cheese omelet. Next, we are going to need a couple of bowls to separate the egg whites from the egg yolks. We are also going to need a fork to be able to mix everything up, a few strips of bacon, a couple of sirloin burgers, and also a carnivore bun. If you haven't seen the video on how to make the carnivore bun, I'm going to include a link right up over here so you know exactly how to make it. And the last thing that we are going to need is some Pecorino Romano cheese. If you don't have this one available, you could use any type of hard grated cheese that you like. And then one last thing that we are going to need is some MCT oil to be able to spray the skillet and the air fryer. If you don't want to use MCT oil, you could also use butter or ghee, but MCT oil is what I have and that's what I'm going to be using. Now that we know everything that we need, what exactly are the steps? Well, the first step, we need to preheat our air fryer and our skillet. So we're just going to go ahead and preheat each of them for 5 minutes. I have this one set to full heat, 390 degrees, and then the skillet, I'm going to put it on a 4 out of 10. That's the way I like it when I'm cooking it on this one. And now that our egg white and egg yolk is separated, the next thing we need to do is salt it. I'm going to do 1 turn of Himalayan sea salt for every egg that I have. I have 1 egg in here, so I'm going to do 1 turn on the egg white and 1 turn on the egg yolk, and a little bit extra. Now that we have that ready, next thing we need to do is add the Pecorino Romano cheese. With regard to the cheese sauce, the way that this is going to work, if you prefer your egg white and cheese omelet a little bit more light and fluffy, you're going to add a little bit more cheese. If you prefer it a little bit more compact and dense, then you could add a little bit less. For me, I like mine a little bit light and fluffy, so I'm going to add a little bit more cheese. And now that our egg white and cheese mixture is complete, we're going to do the exact same thing with the egg yolk. This is going to be the base for our cheese sauce. So let's just go ahead and add a little bit of Pecorino Romano cheese to the egg yolk. And let's just go ahead and mix all of that up. And now that that's all mixed up, let's go ahead and give it a little taste test. Perfect. Next, we are going to take our bacon strips and we are going to wrap our sirloin burgers. Alright, our sirloin burgers are all wrapped up in bacon. That's what it's going to look like. Next thing we are going to do is go ahead and just pat it together. That way the bacon is nice and adhered to the actual sirloin patty. We're going to do the same thing with the other one. And now we are just going to wait a few seconds for the air fryer to finish heating up, and then we're going to go ahead and put everything together. And now that it's been 5 minutes, we're going to go ahead and spray our skillet with some MCT oil and add our batter. The way that I'm going to do this, I'm going to make 2 separate egg white and cheese omelets because I'm going to place 1 on the bottom of the burger and then 1 on top. And let's just go ahead and cover it up with the lid. Next, we are going to do the same thing. We're going to go ahead and spray the air fryer with the MCT oil. And then we are going to go ahead and add our sirloin patties. And now we're just going to go ahead and set it for 10 minutes. We're going to leave it for 5 minutes on each side, flip it over, and next thing we're going to do is go ahead and take our carnivore bun and we want to cut it in half. Personally, the carnivore buns that I like to use for this recipe are the thin ones because this burger comes out pretty thick. And if you end up using the other carnivore bun that I made in the past, the one that has the cheese in it, the carnivore bun is almost twice the thickness, and this burger, if you were to eat it with that bun, you would have to unhinge your jaw to be able to fit it in your mouth. So that is why I prefer these thinner buns when I'm making this particular burger. But anyway, we're just going to let this go ahead and cook for 5 minutes, and then we're going to go ahead and flip everything over. And it's been 5 minutes, so next we are going to go ahead, open up the air fryer, and we are going to flip over the burgers. And now we are going to go ahead and close it up, leave it in for another 5 minutes. This is an optional step, but something that I like to do. What we're going to do is take the burger buns, and because they've been sitting in the fridge, they're a little bit cold. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to lean it up against the air fryer just to allow it to get a little bit warm. You could also do the same thing by putting it inside of the skillet, but this is personally the way that I like to do it. You can do it whichever way you like. And then next thing, we're going to go ahead and we are going to flip over our egg and cheese white omelets. Now let's just go ahead and cover that up. And in 5 more minutes, the burger is going to be ready to assemble. And now we've got about 1 minute left before we have to take the burgers out of the air fryer. So next what we are going to do is take our bun and we are going to add the cheese to the bun. We want to add half to the bottom and then another half to the top of the bun. And with this, you don't really need to worry about spreading it around because once you put the burger on there, it's going to naturally just spread around. So you can just put it right in the middle. And one more taste test. Delicious. And next we want to go ahead and take our egg and cheese white omelets and we are going to go ahead and put those on the buns. We're gonna take the nice big one and put that on the bottom, and then the smaller one we're gonna leave on top. And now the last step is to take the burgers out because it's been 10 minutes. So let's just go ahead. And here is the finished product. One double bacon sirloin cheeseburger on a carnivore bun. I'm gonna leave you guys right now because this looks absolutely delicious and I wanna eat it. But that's pretty much it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to smash that like button so I know to make more of these types of videos in the future. And if you're either new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell as I will be uploading new videos every single day. That's it for today's video. Thanks for tuning in and I will see you again tomorrow.